Associated Rediffusion presents Daniel Farson, who each week meets and talks about...
You might well ask, who was Daniel Farson? I was. 30 years ago, I was one of the first investigative reporters for ITV, and I had the great good luck of being in at the beginning when everything was new.
Is it wrong to be out of step? Dan Farson goes out to challenge people who hold odd views about life. Are these people just cranks, or are they one step ahead of us?
And now to meet the witch, Dr. Gerald Gardner, who lives in a ruined mill among a collection of eerie relics of witchcraft. Surely one reason for the secrecy today is because covens are an excuse for sexual orgies.
Oh, that's nonsense. You see, they've got a very good religion of their own, and they work a little magic if they want to. And of course, most of it is just to have a little dinner and a dance.
Well, what do you dress in when you dance?
The traditional witch's costume.
Which is what?
The skin.
In the nude?
In the nude, yes, exactly.
Dr. Davis, why are you against nudism?
I should think I'm against nudism because it's rather an abnormal thing.
Well, do you think then, as a cult, it is at all harmful?
I don't think it's harmful at all if it's kept under proper control and if it's done for the right reasons.
But you're suggesting that some of it's not done for the right reasons. That there's this abnormal atmosphere about it. Or...
I don't think it's wrong in any way, but unusual, and it could very easily lead to irregularity and perhaps misunderstanding.
Well, what sort of irregularity?
Well, it would attract the attention of peeping toms and people who are interested perhaps for the wrong reasons.
But surely that's the fault of the peeping toms and not the nudists.
But isn't there some reason why people who are interested in nudism are themselves odd in their ideas?
Well, that's what I'm asking you. I thought you believed that.
Yes, I do.
I was allowed a glorious range in my programs. As a contrast to Out of Step, which dealt with eccentrics, I followed with Keeping in Step, which showed that the establishment could be just as dotty.
What is the biggest change as a doctor that you've noticed in the country in the last 20 years?
Lack of faith by the patient in his doctor.
Do you find that your relationship is as friendly as it used to be?
It is definitely not as friendly.
Can you instance some of the differences?
In the old days, 20 years ago, we were welcomed, asked to stay tea. We'd been through a confinement. We were invited to the christening party afterwards. Patients would come in and even curtsy.
What about perhaps the most serious charge that is levelled against public schools, that they produce snobs, that they're the privilege of an exclusive class, that they perpetuate all that is worst in the class system?
The public schools are part of the whole social setup in this country. And if there is class snobbery in this country, it's due to the setup as a whole and not to the public schools or any other schools in particular. If you think it is, then I think you've got the whole relationship between education and society wrong.
But I do think that many people feel that if a stupid public school boy and a brilliant grammar school boy went for the same job, the public school privilege is so strong that it would be the public school boy with his upper-class accent who would get the job.
Yes, I know a lot of people think that, and it's a difficult one to answer. I just don't think it's true.
I don't believe that as a country we're tourist-minded at all. In fact, I think most of us regard tourists as a nuisance. And I blame these advertisements for giving a completely false picture of England, one in particular, which deals with English cooking. This claims, now you can eat like a king in Britain. Delectable oysters, magnificent wildfowl, and opulent desserts await you in Britain's inns today. Now, is this really your experience? I have found that my meals, particularly outside London, usually start off not with delectable oysters, but with brown Windsor soup. Magnificent wildfowl would almost certainly be off, and instead there would be cut off the joint, slice of cabbage and boiled potatoes looking at one reproachfully with their dark brown eyes from a pool of water.
Personally, I love British cooking. Hi, honey, I'm home. How was your trip to Earth? They are indeed a bizarre people. They watch a great amount of these for fun. Doesn't look fun. It goes in this machine, and this goes on my head. Why? It is what Earth cooks wear. Now I will show you how eccentric TV gourmets are. Look at this.
And the juice of half a lemon. Now, all this is to be beaten together and then added to the hash of coney, where the egg yolks will richly thicken it.
Oh, very odd. If you think that's odd, watch these two, Fanny and Johnny Craddock. They are pretending to be French.
And to be right, the sauce must be perfectly smooth, like this. And you put a little bit, a little bit of the snow. Quick, the souffle. Think about work just for a minute.
Elle est formidable. Métier, regarde encore.
But this is rather a grand occasion. And so now we are going to put in for you the little bit of first Elizabethan turkey grandeur. The tail feathers mounted and proud,
and the head mounted as for the first Queen Elizabeth.
and finally the wing feathers spreading across stern. There you have your first Elizabethan turkey.
Right, we'll start with the Parmesan fish fillets first.
I'm not.
Oh, no, I'm
starting with a glass of wine.
Oh, what a good idea. What a good idea, Pete.
Your good health.
Whoops, your good health. Little mouton cadet goes down very well, squeezes the old gills, and off we go. That's very appropriate, isn't it, for a fish meal?
Get on with it.
Right.
I want to get home.
Did you bring me a present from Earth? Of course. Wow. Ecstasy.
Oh, look at that. Lovely.
Oh, yes, it is.
Look at that. You know.
Yes, that is.
Yolk nice and runny and white set. Just how I like it.
Yes, do I. So do I.
How long did you cook it for?
4 minutes, actually.
Now, do you like hard-boiled eggs, too, in salads?
Yes, I do. I usually have 2, as a matter of fact.
Do you ever get a black ring round the yolk?
Yes, I do.
Would
occasionally.
You like, yeah, would you like to sort of get rid of that, would you?
Yes, I would indeed.
And now, Hancock's half minute.
Go to work on an egg. Eggs for breakfast.
When I agreed to do an egg commercial, I didn't realize what it involved. Eggs is cheap.
Eggs are easy.
They've been round here. They've taken over.
Eggs are full of protein.
I've sold me soul. I've been bought. Oh, that was nasty. Mind you, I like eggs. What was it they wanted me to say about them? They wrote it down somewhere. Oh, never mind. I'll think of it while I'm having the eggs.
Happiness is egg-shaped.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I know eggs are good for you. When I come to Paris, I like a change. I always take the continental breakfast myself. The coffee and the rolls. Just look at those two over there. You can tell they're English. 3 fried eggs apiece. I don't know why they bother to come to Paris. They might as well get a Frinton. English?
Non, monsieur, ils sont français. They are French.
French? They can't be. The French don't eat eggs for breakfast.
Bien sûr, monsieur. Lots of French people eat eggs for breakfast.
Do they? Well, in that case, I'll have some too. 3 fried ones. 3. Avec le petit lion. With the little lion. All this week I've been starving myself and I could have had a decent breakfast.
You see, monsieur, holidays are egg-shaped.
Yes, but you're not, are you? So much for the saucy French waitress. Ah, well, vive les œufs.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jennifer Gay, one of the Children's Hour announcers. For the next few minutes, I'd like you to see some of the children's programs. Every day at 5 o'clock, we come on the air from this studio, which is the home of Muffin the Mule, Mr. Turnip, Prudence, Hank, and all the stars of Children's Hour. I'm alone in the studio at the moment because rehearsal hasn't started yet. But before it does, perhaps you'd like to come and have a look round with me. This is the camera through which you see me making all my announcements. And there's the microphone which picks up my voice. Over there is all the scenery set ready for the rehearsal.
Once upon a time, long, long ago, Children's Hour was a television world of magic and innocence. He-Man and She-Ra had yet to be born, and the masters of the universe lived in another galaxy. Instead, Children's Hour was a fun-filled land of jelly and japes, uncles and aunts.
We want Muffin, Muffin the Mule, dear old Muffin, playing the fool. We want Muffin, everybody sing. We want Muffin the Mule.
Hey, Muffin. Now, don't get so excited. Look at your nose, covered in jelly. Come here, let me wipe it.
Just occasionally, one of the Children's Hour chums yearned to explore a new world.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's happened? Better have a look. Sooty? Sooty? Let's get him out of here, him and his spaceships. I don't know. I always seem to come off worst in these things. Come out of there. What are you looking like that for? I'm just like somebody else you left back on Earth. What are you talking about? We're still on Earth. You haven't gone yet.
Most of the little fellows who lived in Children's Hour were as happy as the days long.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain.
Of course, there were also little people living in the land of Children's Hour, and they spent their days doing all sorts of useful tasks.
Now, a surprise for you. I wonder if you can guess what this is. Well, I'll show you. I'll take the top off. Can you see? It's a pencil case. Pencils and rulers and pencil sharpener inside it. And if you'd like to make one of these for yourself or for a friend, I'll show you how you can do it, because it's very easy. First of all, you need an old detergent bottle.
A little simple game for the 4 male champions. They have in front of them a table each, and on each table there's 5 holes, and beside them boxes of balloons. All they have to do is try and get the 5 balloons into the 5 holes like that and just leave them there. Now, the only thing is that, of course, around the holes there are a number of sharp points, so they have to be very careful. They're blindfolded and they've got boxing gloves to save their hands. Understood, boys? All right, ready, get set, go. One. John has got 1. Oh, he's lost 1.
Sadly, as Puff the Magic Dragon found to his cost, innocence has to give way to experience. Children's hour has changed. So have the children. Today's little people are as likely to watch Neighbours as anything else, as, of course, are yesterday's little people. But now, the little people of yesterday are no longer children and no longer innocent. Now, they're called grown-ups.
Well, I feel pretty hot and sticky after all that. Who's coming for a dip? I will.
Now, look here. Isn't it time you were home?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm having too good a time here with all my new friends.
Well, I'm afraid there isn't very much room here for you. We've only got 2 tents. Where are you going to sleep?
I want to sleep with Dick.
But Julian always sleeps with Dick. Don't you, Ju?
Yes, it's time you scooted off now, Toby. You've had a long time with us. Oh, I suppose Dick doesn't have any say in the matter.
Now, look here. We're the famous 5, and that's how it's going to stay. Besides which, you don't fit in.
Maybe not with you, you dyke, but he wants me to stay.
That's a lie.
Ask him.
Do you, Dick? Well?
I don't know. You thought you were going to get rid of me, didn't you? But I'm going to be your friend for just a bit longer.
How could you be so feeble, Dick? You know perfectly well you're going to ruin the holes.
It's not my fault, George. This whole situation's just getting too involved for my liking. Look here, you've upset Dick now, you pesky little brat.
Can I do anything to help you?
No, thanks, Anne. You're a girl. I'd better handle this.
You really are extraordinarily grown up, Julian.
I know.
I'm gonna get 1,000 kicks and kiss 1,000 chicks, so turn me loose.
Television has been trying to make sense of pop music for over 30 years. From the beginning, it made desperate attempts to get it right. Giving the kids what they want has always been balanced by an unspecified fear of what might happen if they actually got it. So this selection shows us as much about TV and its attitude towards pop as it does about the music itself. In the end, though, all the pieces have something going for them. Whether they make you wince, laugh, or simply bring back some memories, it's time to jive.
You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy. Wild thing. Wild thing, I think I love you. But I wanna know for sure. Come on and hold me
Among the aficionados of American folk music, the name Bob Dylan, I'm told, is murmured with hushed respect. He it was who wrote the now famous protest song called Blowin' in the Wind. He's just arrived here to sing at the Royal Festival Hall, and his latest protest is called With God on Our Side.
Oh, my name, it ain't nothing. My age, it means less. The country I come from is called the Midwest. I was taught and brought up there, the laws to abide, and that the land that I live in has God on its side.
Well, if I first may turn to Roger, I want to ask one fundamental question, of which our televiewers may not be quite aware the significance of it, because they didn't hear all of it. Why has it all got to be so terribly loud? For me, frankly, it's too loud. I just can't bear it. I happen to have grown up in the string quartet, which is a bit softer. So, why has it got to be so loud, so amplified?
Well, I don't guess it has to be, but I mean, that's the way we like it. And we didn't grow up with a string quartet, and I guess that could be one of the reasons why it is loud. And it doesn't sound terribly loud to us.
It's actually not everybody who hasn't grown up in a string quartet turns into a loud pop group, so your reason is not altogether convincing. But I accept that you like it. What I'm saying is that if one gets immune to this kind of sound, one may find it difficult to appreciate softer types of sound. Sid, yes? No?
I don't think that's so.
No.
I mean, everybody listens. We don't need it very loud to be able to hear it, and with some of it is very quiet.
Well, there it is. I think you can pass your verdict as well as I can. My verdict is that it is a little bit of a regression to childhood. But after all, why not?
anticipating a thing that she'll never, never, never possess. No, no. But while she's there waiting, try just a little bit of tenderness. That's all you got to do. Or it might be a little bit sentimental, no, no. She has her grief and care, yeah, yeah, yeah. But the soft words, they are spoke so gentle, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it makes it easier to bear. Oh, she won't regret it, no, no. Young girls, they don't forget it. Love is their whole happiness, yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's all so easy. All you got to do is try a little tenderness, yeah, man. All you got to do, and everybody just get on up, get on up, get on up, get on up, just get on up. I got your ass wild in tenderness, tenderness. I get the tenderness, I get the tenderness. You got to hold her, squeeze her, never leave her. Get to her, you can do it, try a little tenderness, tenderness. You got to, they know what to do to you. Got to hold her and squeeze her, never leave her. Got to, got to try